Hi, and thanks for joining me again, this time for a very windy installment of Tom's Take. And thank you again to Kathleen Whalen of Whalen Financial in downtown LaSalle for always sponsoring this weekly multimedia project. From August 24th through the 28th, Peru hosted 3 mobile memorials at Veterans Park here in Peru. The outfield of Schweikert Stadium held a replica of the Vietnam Memorial Wall. It's found in Washington, D.C. It's only about 3/5 the size of the original, the real deal, but it's no less moving to those who visit it. And along with that wall were 2 other walls of a type, really panels that were set up in a row. One honored first responders lost on September 11th, and the other was a set of panels listing those service members lost in Middle East conflicts. Over 4 days, people came and paid their respects to those listed on those panels. A public ceremony was held on Saturday, too, and that included remarks, music, and prayer. The event was largely thanks to Peru American Legion Post 375 in the city of Peru. This installment of Tom's Take, you're going to get a sense of what it was like that day, and you're going to hear from the eloquent Phil Valley, someone who's appeared on Tom's Take before. He served in the U.S. Air Force in Vietnam.
It means the world to me to pay reverence to my fallen comrades. I have a friend who's on panel 1W, and his brother is on panel 6W. So he is one of the sets of brothers who lost their lives over there. And he was a special friend. He was a fighter pilot in a fighter squadron that we served in. I was a weapon specialist. I loaded airborne weapons against the enemy. The potential damage that they could inflict was tremendous. The gentleman that is my friend on the wall, he came home after his first 100 missions, went back to Okinawa, served there, volunteered to go back for a second tour of duty. On his second tour of duty in 1969, he was shot down, he was captured, he died in captivity. In 1975, his remains were recovered and brought back home. So that is a closure to a tragic event in a family who lost 2 sons. I have believed in my life that being positive is a better attribute to have. We cannot dwell so much on the past and the bad things in life. We have to make the best of the things that we've had. And so it makes it a lot easier for me to be able to do that. I think that once the younger generation finds out the benefits that are available to them with the military experience, they will be less reluctant to join. It was one of the pleasures of my life, and life in the service is not all blood and guts and gore. There's happy times, and it's good to belong to that brotherhood, for sure.
Peru Mayor Ken Kalowski was visibly moved by the occasion.
It's incredible. I mean, that's an understatement in itself. When it was brought to our attention that this was a possibility, that this could come to Peru, Illinois, to say I was excited was an understatement. And then when we got it, and all the volunteers, I want to stress that, the volunteers, this thing is 24 hours. There's people up here all night long guarding this thing. And there's been so many people that have done so much to bring this to Peru. And it's a wonderful thing. Patriotism in the Illinois Valley at its finest. Emotional. I was here when they took the first panels off. I was up here last night, Thursday night, and it's a completely different field in the evening because it's so still and quiet, and the darkness with the lights on, and just to see the pride in the veterans. They're just walking around with their head held up and their shoulders a little higher, and it's emotional to see that the patriotic pride that these veterans are walking around knowing this is for them.
If you're listening to this on the radio or on the free WLPO app, you're missing a lot. You're only hearing the audio portion of a video that's posted to the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. It's filed under Tom's Take, with the other videos, and this installment especially is best appreciated visually. I don't think there's any way to capture it adequately any other way. The ceremony honoring veterans, it's just impossible, but you'll get a sense of it when you hear Mark Dudek play his bagpipes. I visited the actual Vietnam Wall in D.C. several times, and it's always an emotional thing. This is the second or third time I've seen the smaller moving wall, the replica, and it's just as moving, in my opinion. If you didn't get a chance to do that at Veterans Park, visit the other displays too. I suggest you make a point of doing it when you can. Thank you to Kathleen Wayland of Wayland Financial for always sponsoring this weekly multimedia project. If you have any suggestions on topics, I'm all ears. Just give me a call at 815-223-3100. You can also email me at tom@starvedrock.media. From a windy Veterans Park in Peru, I'll talk to you in the morning.